Alrighty, welcome back. It's time to prime this bad boy. And Queen Jolene is on the camera. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and like I said, it's time to prime this bad boy. I got a few little picks. What I'm going over right now, I got a little piece of 80 grit. I got a few little picks that I want to get out of it before I prime it. I'm not saying that the body is perfect yet, but what I am going to say is I'm ready to put some primer on it. I went over it. I went over basically the whole thing. Well, I had to go over the whole thing actually. And what I'm thinking is, it's time to throw a bit of primer on it. I've got a piece of 80 grit, and I'm just knocking that off easy, just going easy. What I'm using the 80 grit for is because I want to scrub it off and get it off. If I start using the 220, I find that explained it many times, it starts making it feel funny. That little place in there. I'm just very slightly hitting that filler, and I'm just kind of brushing over it. But there's a couple little places that I want to hit, and then we'll go in and shake up the primer that I like to use. I'm going to primer all the places that are showing filler first, and then we will probably throw some primer on the rest of the car, maybe, possibly. See what happens. Concentrating here for a second, trying to get what I need to get done. Should have my spectacles on, but I don't. Spot there. Little spot on there. Just seen a couple pinholes, and I decided before I prime it, I might as well grab them. And I'm thinking that there's going to be more pinholes in it after I prime it. I know there's going to be. But I'm going to wait till after I get it primed to fill them pinholes. Just going to put a little bit in the pinhole. Good. Holy shreddies. If you only want to look down, we got a new fan in the wall. Had to do that this morning. And I absolutely love it. And the reason I love it is it's so quiet. It's not as big as the one I had before. And I'm thinking that the one I had before had so much pull that I was actually pulling dirt in the paint shop. It was just too big for the paint shop. Or the paint room, I guess. I call this the paint room because that's basically where I do it all. Not that it really is a great paint room, but it is a place to bring a car into prime so you don't get all your tools dirty and all that sort of stuff. It's nice to have that. The hood is done. I'm going to prime the filler places on the edge that we did down through here. The bare metal I'm going to prime. So all the places that have fill showing, I am going to prime first. And around the doors here I'm going to prime. Around the window I'm going to prime. Let's go for it. I'm going to blow a little bit off. Jolene's going to fix my mic so she's so nice to me. I'm going to take the blow gun and blow a little bit off before we take off going doing this. I'm going to blow this off. If I haven't said it already once, I love my new fan. Love my new fan. This is probably not the last prime. Like I said before, if I have more pinholes, I have to put a little primer on those. But we definitely are getting closer to where I need to be. I got some filler on that. I got to take that. I want to take that off. probably fall on the floor anyways, and it did. Jolene got her brand new window delivered. How'd that come through? FedEx? Brand new window delivered through FedEx. Never heard tell of it. Opened the box to see if it was a window. Didn't see if it was cracked or broke or anything yet, but it looked like it was packaged quite well. But to get it delivered through FedEx, a window for your car, what is the world coming to? I think it's coming to you ordered online and you get it at your house. That's what the world's coming to, I think. Doesn't... So, this car was 40 grit. Let's explain it right down from the beginning, I guess. The car was welded up, all the seams were fiberglassed, and then it was body filled, and then it was sanded with 40 grit, and then it was sanded with 80 grit, then it was primed. This is the very first time that I got to block it. It looked good before, but it was not even close, really. This is the first time I got to block it. I blocked the primer with an 80 grit, and the reason being is I wanted to get it straighter than it was. We're not ready to paint at 80 grit, nowhere's near it, but 80 grit, I do not mind throwing my primer on top of the 80 grit. The reason being is I like the 80 grit. I say again and again and again, the coarser the paper, the straighter you can get things. So I'm just trying to straighten it out from running a DA on it, and now we're getting closer to having a finished Bugatti. It was nice to move the chassis out yesterday to get it out of there. Now this is the primer that I'm going to put on. It is a feather fill polyester primer surfacer. I like it. It has a great build to it. It's very hard, and I use it quite a bit. I'm going to mix 1 quart up at a time. I have mixed a whole gallon up. It does not work out. It hardens on you. And also the shaking of the feather fill makes the hardener work a little faster. I got myself a brand new mask. I got myself a pot for the primer, and we're going to go for it. We're going to put some primer on. Just going to let it shake a little bit. Got my $15 gun, and the reason I'm going to call it $15 gun is because it was $30, but we got a few on sale, and Jolene bought me enough paint guns for the rest of my life. They're all packed on the shelf, $15 a piece. Whenever I want a paint gun, I'm going to grab one. Brand new, in the box, hadn't even got a spanking yet. Also, was able to grab one down there. I think it's got a 2.5 nozzle on it. I think it was $35. That there can spray flake. So I'm happy with that. I got a flake gun if I want to spray some flake. That is the gun I use. Operating pressure, 20 to 70 PSI. I'm probably running 70. I'm running just as high as I can get it without messing up the pattern. The reason I like to run the pressure high, because I want the paint to go on the car and try to get rid of the texture. Anytime that you spray at low pressure, I find that I generally get texture, and I do not like texture when it comes to paint. I mean, it's happened to me a lot. Believe me, I'm no perfect painter, that's for sure, but I try to get rid of the texture if I can. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to say it's shaken up. I shook it up a little bit before, but I wanted to show you. Alrighty. We've got more glasses. So one of these, so this stuff here, I enjoy this primer also is because if I want to put a little fill on top of it, I can. It's the same, what can I say? It has the same properties in it. It's a polyester primer surfacer, so it's the exact same thing as you would be as your spot putties or your fillers. It's a plastic, and when you sand that and you put filler over top of it, it actually feathers off better than if you put it on metal. If you've ever put it on metal before, sometimes it don't feather that great. I need to open that up. Where's the paint opener? Jolene's got her mask on. She's ready. Are you excited to get your car primed, sweetheart? She's excited to get her car primed. She said, mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to get a screwdriver. I like to knock a few holes around the edge so the primer runs down back into the can. The fan absolutely makes me so happy with the less noise. Like, it's really, why didn't I do that a long time ago? It's like anything else. It's like I told Jolene this morning. You know, I put that fan in there this morning. It took me, what, an hour maybe? Put that fan in and figure it out. But sometimes it's to get to do it is the issue. And once you put your mind to it, generally it goes pretty quick. It's basically, you can do anything. It's just putting your time to it and going for it. I just never would want to stop long enough to do it. But it's time to prime, and it's time to prime. It's going to be a good day when the car is all painted and put together in the shop. It's going to be a great day. I don't know how long everybody's been following, but we have when we put it on display in the building, I did a fountain. It's quite a large fountain. It's probably 6 feet, 7 feet tall with I don't know what you call a little angel with wings on her back holding it's quite something actually. And I hope to display it with that in front of it, sort of, I guess. And we'll see. 32 ounces. We're going to go 32, 32, 32. And how do I want to do that? I'm going to put these glasses on. Atta boy. Now, I'm saying that's 1 quart. We use one of these, one little container to 1 quart of primer. Do not mix the whole thing up. You will not get it on your car. 1 quart at a time. That's what I suggest. I need a stir stick. I haven't had a stir stick. I hadn't done it. It's quite nice out here now. We've got quite a bit of room. Everything is cleaned up. It took a while, but we got her done. It was just so messy out here. Right from the beginning when we did the Pontiac, when we had the chop course, when we filled it all up full of car parts and everything was everywhere, it was just, wow. It was just too much. Me and Jolene, my clean Jolene, come out here and cleaned it up. For the people that are watching, did I ever tell you how smart Jolene is? Man, she's a whippersnapper. She's a whippersnapper. Don't let the good looks and the sexiness of her fool you. She's as smart as a whip. I try not to mess with her. I know better. And if you mess with her, you usually get burned. I got a few scars on me. So, sometimes you can, a person's appearance can fool you. And so I did not use, you can if you want to, I did not use a filter or anything on that. Reason being is I'm going to be sanding most of it off anyways, hopefully. And you can, and you probably should, you know, if you're trying to do a bang-up job. It's just that I'm going to be sanding the car all down again and going for it and making it what it is. I will not be sanding 80 grit on it anymore, I don't think. Probably not. Probably this time, from here on out, it'll be a 220 up. Or, yeah, 220 up. So it'll be a 220 up to 400 to maybe even 600, I'm not sure. And I'm probably going to spray the car in a urethane. I'm not going to go base clear. I probably am not going to buff it. I'm just going to try to throw a nice paint job on it and be happy. Alrighty. It's been a long time since I held the old gun. It's been a long time. If you're spraying for the first time or any time, you should never just go to the car and start priming. You should always take a test pattern out your fan. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to prime all my body fill places first. Doesn't matter where I start, just go for it. This is going to be a very hard car to paint. Wow. Reason I say that? Because the shape of it. Yeah, when something like on that, when you have that surface going there and that surface going there, sometimes you'll end up getting a rough surface because the paint going on that will reflect off on that. Sometimes it becomes a bad situation. Like down in between the fender and the body is probably going to be a bad situation. I'm spraying it where it needs love first. Spraying it where it needs love first. This car is going to be hard to paint. Woo! Woo! Probably should have took that mirror off. Probably going to end up putting the whole gallon on it by the feels of things. And that's not a bad amount of primer, a gallon of that. On some cars I've started off with putting 3 gallons on just to get enough product on the car so I can block it out to paint it. And that's the only reason. If you do not have the product on the car, I keep saying it, you're not able to do your job generally. And when you're trying to make something look nice, this primer situation, or this primer that I'm putting on, helps a great deal in getting a good job. Just the body fill places first, and then I'll go for it. First prime for in around the doors, so I'm probably going to do it a few times. Let my air build up a little bit. Getting plugged up, she was. Get the primer going now. I'll just do this door again. Looking good. Not as good as you, Jolene, but looking good. Fans rolling nice. Trying to get the inside of that bar. A big old let's mix up some more. It's all a process. I'm thinking that we probably do it pretty much the same. That's what I'm thinking. Finger. Just wipe that off. Put on my spectacles. So we'll get 2 more gunfuls out of that because we got a gunful of the first one, or 2 guns out of the first one. We're using 1 of these for every quart, which is a simple mix for me or for anybody. And the Lord knows I like simple. Stir it up good, and then we'll go in and cover up some more filler and some more metal first. Looks like we're going to end up, well, we're going to have to prime the whole thing again to bring it together as one playing field, but we're going to give the love to where it needs it first. It's almost like the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So this process that I'm doing here, priming and blocking, it can be done as many times as you think is necessary to get where you're going. As many times as you think is necessary. Put it on, block it off. Put it on, block it off. You get as many times as necessary. And what I mean by necessary, whether you like it or not. Oh, I love that new fan. I love that new fan. Extra love inside the doors. First time priming them, so give them some material to work with. If I didn't tell you already, them fender skirts fit good. Woo. Watch yourself, sweetheart. I'm going to spray that hood. Little metal showing. Good. Alrighty. Just doing that. Put a little bit of primer on that. Caught up on my mic there. Alrighty. What I think is going to happen now is we're just going to prime the car. I think so. Let's do it. Don't generally like spraying down on something like that. Let's do it again. I'm thinking I'm pretty darn close. Yeah. Does this make you happy? Mm-hmm. He said, mm-hmm. She's got a mask on. Let's do it again. Some primer on this bad boy. Whoop whoop. Primer. When I'm taking the end and putting my finger on the end and pulling the trigger, I'm just blowing the primer back through probably the filter of the gun to get the primer to run through the gun a little bit better, that's all. That's what I'm doing. Just blows it back through so the primer comes out a little better because it's thick. It's thick. But that's why we're using it. It's thick. So gonna do a quick one on the roof. Roof seems to be pretty decent. Just want some primer on there in case we got any 80 grit scratches that we want to make sure that we get rid of. Sunday fun day, isn't it? Sunday prime day. Once it's done in primer, then I can hang it with Jolene. The rest of the day is ours. Let it dry. Then I can say I've done something today. Put a fan in and prime the car. Not any old car, a Bugatti. Oh, we got the primer on her now, baby. We're getting it on anyways. That's what we want. Can't work without it. Just change my pattern a little bit so I can get over there. quart left. And it's over. It's over. And we have one more hardener left, which makes it easy. Cut my finger off, maybe. Not today. Tomorrow. Hope not. That would hurt. We're getting closer every day. Every day we're getting a little closer. Let's do it. Still seeing some pinholes, but we'll get them. fan is so nice. One more left. We're gonna shut her down. Alrighty, I got one more to put on, just one more quart. I'm going to put it on where I think it needs it. I got one more left. I got the whole car covered. I think I got enough on there to take the 80 grit scratches away when we sand it down with the 220, no problem. So now I'm just going to take that last quart in, spray the places where I think I need it, where the body fill's kind of showing through. You can still, the body fill, the roughness will still show sometimes. It's not always wet everywhere. The body fill has a different texture to it. That's what I'm going to do. This is the primer that I use. You use whatever primer you want to, but I enjoy this primer. I do not use no sealers, no epoxies. I will if I need it in certain areas where I think it's needed, but I basically do it the old-fashioned way. Bare metal, fiberglass body fill, primer, and then I'm off to paint. And I generally have no issues. Do it any way you want to, but I'm thinking this is the cheapest way or the most practical way to get the best job you can get. We will guide coat it again. We will be blocking it to the end to make it look right, 220 and higher, and then we'll probably be off to paint. Alrighty, everybody, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. It's Fun Day Sunday. We are priming Jolene's Bugatti. And if you like it, you must share. And if you share, get someone to subscribe and join the team of us building cars and having fun and doing the most practical way. Have a good day, everybody. See you tomorrow.